Hello again, fellow sim racers. It's me, Race PK. Today I have more gameplay footage for you and an announcement, but first, let's get to the gameplay. This time I will be doing the race of Monza of the 2006 World Touring Car Championship. This will be the first of a 10-part video series on which I will take place in all of the 10 events of the 2006 World Touring Car Championship, except maybe the last at Macau. That'll be debated later in the series, for I'm not really that good at Macau. I even struggle there at 95% difficulty. This series will be run all of the races at 98% with no assists except for the automatic gearbox, which I'm still learning how to master the gearbox. It's just it's a little hard for me to drive because, you see, I've been doing this sim for about 2 years now, and just now I'm finally beginning to challenge myself as to driving without assists and without the gearbox. But anyways, yeah, 98% difficulty, no assists except for the automatic gearbox, as I have stated, and no restarts. As you might have been able to tell in the Formula Raceroom World Championship, you might have been able to tell that I'd restarted those races sometimes, like seeing how I had made the maneuvers in like the first lap or something. You probably sat there asking yourself, okay, so how does he know that that is a clear spot to go to? A car could pull out and hit him or something. How does he know that it's clear? How does he know that's safe? Yeah, I admit to it. I was cheating. I was restarting those sometime. That's not going to happen in this. If I wreck in the first lap, I will not restart it. If I wreck halfway through it or on the last lap, I will not restart it. If I get a stop and go penalty, I will not restart it. Yes, so that's the whole basis of this new series. And also, too, I'm going to be doing these races in a new format. As you can tell by the lap counter, I'm doing 9 laps, and the counter's all messed up yet again. In fact, the position, it says I'm -1 of 25. I ask, how is that physically possible? How can you qualify -1 of 25? I don't get it. I actually qualified P3 out of 25, and even though I will be racing all 9 laps, I will be uploading this in like a compressed highlight format, showing only the exciting parts. So, let's get to it. Like I said, I qualified P3, Andy Priol, P4, Jörg Mueller, P2, Dirk Mueller, P1, and Ivan Mueller, and yeah, wherever that was back there, and Alessandro Zanardi. So, and we're off with the first race of Monza. I get a bit of a jump going past Dirk Mueller. You can see Andy Priol there trying to go high. I make a little contact getting into this. I go off, lose some traction. That allows Andy Priol to get by, and I make contact with Zanardi. For some reason, I don't know why, the AI always let up coming off of that chicane, just like Priol did, allowing me to get by. That's fine. I'm not going to complain about getting a podium. I'm just complaining about how easy the AI are to beat. There I go with a ballsy move onto the rumble strip of the first actual turn of this track, trying to get past Jörg Mueller. I am not able to do it. I make a little contact going into the second chicane, and yes, I think I lose time there as Priol is able to catch up, and I lose ground to Jörg Mueller. This camera angle is deceptive. But this turn and these next 2 turns I'm very good at, along with Ascari. So that keeps up until lap 2. I keep trailing the top 2. I keep overdriving the corners, which actually I overdrive this entire track in pretty much the entire first race until this happens. I go and overtake Jörg Mueller in a ballsy move going into Ascari. Never supposed to go too wide through there. I end up taking both of us out. No damage done to my car. I rejoin the track back in 5th, ahead of Rickard Rydell and Ivan Mueller. Going down the backstretch, I get a draft. I fall into the slipstream. Stripstream, what is that? Anyways, I get by him, going into Parabolica, going in on the outside. Somehow, despite what I had said about always overdriving the track in this, I'm able to get by him, and yes, I get by him as we go onto the front stretch there. Alright, not sure what lap this is, sorry about that, but after a few more laps it becomes very evident that I'm not going to be able to catch the top 3. And even more shameful, Let me change the camera angle here. It might not look like it, but those three behind me, they always keep closing on me. And I don't like to use the word blocking. It sounds kind of dirty, but I keep defending my position is what I mean. So yeah, it's things do not go that well. Is it possible for a bad situation to become worse? The answer is yes. Going to the second chicane on the last lap, I am apparently given a stop-and-go penalty for cutting. I was just simply overdriving everything, locking up my tires. Even though I had done like 20 minutes of practice session 1 and skipped practice session 2, I still have issues at this track. I just don't really know exactly how to drive it. Still a bit of an issue, especially with no analog brake system. The highest I ever did this track before was I did it with analog brake system at 96%. I have never tried anything like this. So yeah, it looks great. Or not great, but okay. I'm gonna be finishing. It looks like I'm gonna finish in position 4. That doesn't happen. No siree. I have to come in for the penalty, and that drops me back all the way to 23rd position, which that's where I start in race 2. But hey, nobody wants to see me serve that penalty, so I'm just gonna fast forward right to the end of this race. So the top 10 in race 1, Andy Priel wins. Dirk Mueller is the runner-up. Alessandro Zanardi in P3. Marcel Costa in P4, just right outside of the right outside of the podium. Don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Ivan Mueller 5th, Rickard Rydell 6th, Jens Edman in the lone Peugeot in P7, and Alessandro Balzan in P8. And there, you can see me right back there on pit road. So, yeah. Alright, before I had mentioned I had an announcement to make. That is regarding the Formula Raceroom World Championship. Now, the footage you're watching here is a experimental race I did at the Puebla Oval with these cars. It's actually very exciting. If I have any American viewers that are familiar with short dirt track racing, I actually don't do that myself, but from what I understand, this has a sensation very much like that. But hey, this is not what it's about. The announcement is actually about the cancellation of the series. Yeah, that's right, cancellation. Anyways, it just seems like that I'm not really consistent with these cars. I haven't entirely mastered them. As someone had pointed out that at the Marrakesh race that I did in the third video, despite all of my mistakes that I had made, it just seemed so incredibly easy that I was able to beat all of the cars except for the leader, of course, because I had finished second in that. And yeah, that is an incredibly valid point, and that would be incredibly boring just to always watch it be where every video I pretty much dominate and win, even if I'm inconsistent. So it's just mainly because of that I haven't mastered the car yet that I'm going to cancel the series. Now, maybe later this year or next year, when I finally do master those cars, I will post a video series of it, like a revised one, because I really always like the idea of these cars. Now, I'm gonna, even though that's the end of the announcement, I'm gonna let this play through because this is actually pretty darn cool. I had mentioned before this is very much like a sensation of how I'd imagine dirt track racing to be, because you can make both the high, the low, and the medium grooves of this oval track work, but ultimately the high side always has the highest speed. Like, look at that, I left inside, but that purple car there, that purple KW car, got the runoff. I make the low side work again, there he comes again. See? So going high always has the high speed. And yeah, that's how it's. At least that's how I think it's like, and that's what I've seen. There's this dirt track I sometimes go to. It's around where I live, and that's what I always see there. I don't know if that holds true for every dirt track, but hey, that's what I observe. Anyways, here it is, the last lap. I go in low, but not too low to lose a lot of ground. I get past that orange KW car, trying to track down the Azev car. The purple car is closing, but I go way low here, way low, and because the start finish line is right here, I win the race before he can get by. Here's race 2 of the FIA World Touring Car Championship Race of Italy here in Monza. I know the tracker says I'm in position 20, but I'm not. I'm starting 23rd. Now, if you want to know the starting grid of the top 8, just go and rewatch the results of the last race and, reverse the top 8, and because that's what they do here. Now, I just want to show you one thing, though, because you might have seen that Alessandro Balzan and think, wait a minute, since when was there an Alessandro Balzan in the 2006 World Touring Car Championship, or at least in this game? You're probably asking the same thing about the Toyota there and the other Alfa Romeo. In fact, that's Alfa Romeo 2 that I'm in. Just to clear this up, I got a mod from No Grip Racing, NoGripRacing.com, that adds all of the missing cars to the 2006 World Touring Car Championship, including the Toyota Corolla. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. And if you do have a oh heck, even if you don't have a No Grip Racing account, I recommend getting one and getting this mod, for this is very cool. And why not? Just check out the rest of that website. They've got a lot of really cool mods for this game. So enough of promoting them. Let's go racing. Oh right, I was going to do this camera here. So if you can't tell, I suck at rolling starts and not rolling, that was standing. I suck at standing starts in a front-wheel drive car. That Alfa Romeo blew past, and you can't see it, but the Toyota did. So I'm picking up as many positions as I can. I hit some of these cars, and that is not good for the health of my suspension. Yeah, that's true. Change the camera view here. Whoa! Because you can actually see the inside of the cars, and that's not very... Oh, now that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like this. That's cool. Alright, so I pass on the curb there, this BMW, into P8. Yeah, starting 23rd and up to 8th. Pretty darn amazing. Alright, heavy braking here into this chicane. Around here. I actually think it gave me a warning for cutting there. Oh wow, you can see the inside of that BMW. That's Zanardi right there. Anyways, back to TV view as I come to rest in P7 for now anyways. He goes high, I do too. He gets a little squirrely here. I try and go out. I get around him somehow. It's amazing. I didn't even know it was possible to overtake up there. Alright, drafting Dirk Mueller now. I believe he was the winner of the last race, or was that Jörg Mueller? Okay, I suddenly do not remember what I said before when it comes to the results. Anyways, I go around on the outside. I'm able to make it stick, even though I am not good at overtaking at the Parabolica. I have somehow mastered it momentarily, at least. Now I'm in the draft of the two Seats. There's Mueller trying to get around that, get around me there, as I am drafting with Ivan Mueller. Going into this chicane here, I am right behind him, and bam, I make some contact, shove him right through, take a load of that. Oh, he says that too to me and bashes me in. I like to think he's going for revenge there, kind of. Yeah, so side by side, I'm able to pull away because I believe I have Rydell's draft there. It's Rickard Rydell, by the way. And I don't know who that is, but there's an Alfa Romeo leading, followed by the little Peugeot in second, followed by Rydell, and me in fourth in my red Alfa Romeo. Get a little loose there, go off. Ivan Mueller tries to look inside, still looking in, but I have the faster line, and I'm able to shut him down and keep P4. Alright, the Peugeot fell back a little bit, fighting for position coming off of that turn on lap 3, and I get by him. going under the Seat banner and the old oval at Monza. Alright, heading into Parabolica on lap 3. These two get into each other fighting for position. I get a little sideways, but I'm still able to close the gap. Not wanting to make contact again, that other Alfa Romeo there, Alessandro Balzan, or whatever his name is, I suddenly forget. Not wanting to make contact, he lets up, I get past, I'm in Rydell's draft, at the line. Alright, this here's where things get real exciting with 2.5 laps to go, as I am challenging Rydell for the lead as I go inside and down into Parabolica on lap 7. Although I was able to pass a lot on the Parabolica, I have lost much grip, and he's able to get more of a run off of Parabolica, and we are side by side as we go down the line. Peugeot is still in third, as me and Rydell are banging and bashing at the line. He leads. I am not even a car length behind him, taking the preferred line into the chicane. I make a little contact with him here as we go through the chicane. Peugeot is as cautious, waiting to see if we take each other out to inherit the lead. I lose a little time, but I am quick to get on the gas and get behind Rydell and stay in his draft. I'm driving all out here as we are working lap 8 on this curve, whatever it's called. Peugeot behind. We are separated by nearly a second, I believe. Going into the second chicane here, I severely outbrake and get a little... Oh, wait, no, not... What the heck am I... Alright, well, I lose a little time. Didn't brake as... or outbrake as much as I thought. Going into this turn, which I'm really fast here, trying to make up a bit of ground. Now I'm on Rydell's bumper. Not a good place to overtake here, so I stay in the draft with the Peugeot right behind. 1, 2, 3 coming off of this turn, separated by only a mere second, or at least I think. Alright, now with the draft, I have more speed. I go in on the outside as we go down the straightaway towards Ascari. The Peugeot waiting to inherit the lead if we take each other out. Rydell on the inside, I on the outside. That had not worked for me before in the race 1, so I let him go by first as we go through Ascari. Like I usually try and do, I get a runoff. The Peugeot thinks he can, but he can't. Now we pull ahead. Is the Peugeot out of this? Down the backstretch towards Parabolica, I try the outside. Is it going to work? The Peugeot waiting to see. Patiently, that is. Rydell on the inside. It looks like I'm able to get by, but no. I get loose. I lock up my tires, lift to gain more traction, and Rydell speeds off. I slip behind him to pick up his draft. The Peugeot, same behind me, thinks he has more speed, tries to overtake me, but he doesn't. I am touching Rydell's tail as we are at the line, and I go in for the overtake, going outside towards the first chicane. Oh, okay, and braking at the 150-yard line, I believe that is. Or is that meters? I'm not sure. It probably is meters. Alright, so right behind Rydell, followed by Edmund in the Peugeot. Oh, this is one close race. This is what touring car racing is all about, as I am on his tail. Alright, it looks like the Peugeot has been dropping back. Maybe it's only a two-way fight for the lead now? There I go, looking in. Rydell closes that down. I make a little contact, lose quite a bit of time as the Peugeot gets right on my tail. Lose a lot of time. I'm thinking it's all gone. But no, these two turns up here, I am very fast here. I'm peeling away from the Peugeot, trying to catch back up with Rydell, using as much of the rumble strip as I can to my ability. Round here, not using much of the runoff rumble strip, whatever that's called. Yet I am now right on his tail. I am drafting with him. The Peugeot has fallen back. Is he out of this? He waits to see if we take each other out. I go in on the outside. As risky as this is, it is the last lap. I'm going in for the overtake wherever I possibly can. Down to third gear, through Ascari, I make a little contact. My right tire is touching the sand, kicking some of it up. Through Ascari, still on his tail. The Peugeot has closed the gap. It is now a three-way fight for the battle as we go down towards Parabolica. I try outside. No, not working. I go inside. Can I get it done? I am not that good on Parabolica with worn tires. Here we go. I severely overdrive this, or at least it feels like it. Yet I'm able to hold on to it. The Peugeot trying to go around Rydell. No, Rydell's able to hold him off. And there I go, Nolan Oldasky, or at least that's my fake name, winning the second race of Monza in the 2006 World Touring Car Championship, followed by Rydell and Edmond in the Peugeot.